All right, guys, welcome back to this segment. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Thank you for joining back to watch this one. And as you know, I'm here to give you guys the latest regarding Nigerian Super Eagles in their Uyo camp as they continue to prepare for that very important game against Benin Republic this Saturday. And we have a huge, massive boost right now, and it's the fact that one of our informed goalkeepers, the person of Maduka Okoye, has now joined the camp. He actually arrived yesterday, and he got mixed with the guys, and then even did some training and other warm-ups with the rest of the team members. He also took time to give an interview to the NFF TV where he talked about a number of things, including how the team spirit is at this moment in the camp, and also talked a bit about the feeling the last Nations Cup that we went to the finals. Even though he was not invited, he talked about how he was supporting the team. So I'm just going to play Maduka Okoye's interview with the NFF TV, and then we'll go from there.
For sure, we'll get the win. Important games upcoming, and for sure, there's also playing a mental role. But we are getting prepared for this now, and for sure, we will get the win because these are very important qualifiers, and we have to be on our best and perform on our highest level. For sure, they're important players, yeah, and we need them also in the team, like Ekong, and it's good to have him back, and for sure there will be a difference. Yeah, very important, not just for us players, but for the whole country. And yes, I think we saw what it did to our people. You know, we made them happy, or the guys made them happy, and bringing home a silver medal is good. I think it was not expected. So me from home, I was supporting from home, and I was also over the moon and happy for the guys, happy for the country, and this is what we want to do again. And yeah, it's very important for us, for the players, for the nation, for Nigeria.
For me personally, I feel it's such a great boost to actually see Maduka Okoye return back to the squad, because of course he's definitely someone that we are going to need right now. At this point, I don't even know who to pick as the first choice between he and Wabali, because I've seen what Maduka Okoye can do. He showed us the quality that he has. He showed us how good of a goalkeeper he is with this Udinese side in this recently concluded season. We saw a lot of clean sheets that he kept. We saw how he helped the Udinese side fight off, going on relegation, and in the end they prevailed. So at this point, of course, having this man in the mix is definitely going to give Osimhen Galatasaray the chance to have as much quality players as he can get to pick from. But moving on, guys, there's still one more player that we have not seen in camp, and you all know who he is. Victor Osimhen. He's still not in camp, and it's not for an unknown reason, because we know that he's still being delayed a little bit by the Galatasaray move that he made recently. But the report is that Osimhen could be joining the camp today, being Thursday, even though he may not really be partaking, in this Benin game, like being in the starting 11, because of course we know how it's been. He's not been able to play competitive game for the longest time, and he didn't come to camp on time. So Coach Osimhen Galatasaray might have already lined up his first team players in his mind, and I'm sure that Osimhen is probably not going to be in the starting 11 because he's not there from the start, and he hasn't had much competitive game to play this season. But having Osimhen, of course, is on the bench, out there cheering the guys, is definitely going to give us some sort of moral support. It's going to give the team all the motivation that they need. Even for the opposing players, I'm sure it's going to be a threat having current African's best player, in the Nigerian Super Eagles dugout. Is definitely going to be something that sends fear and shiver into the Benin side. But with that being said, Osimhen was actually busy. He has been busy, of late, the last couple of hours. But it's a good thing to finally see that he has concluded or completed his engagement with the Galatasaray side. He actually signed that contract a few hours ago, and then was unveiled officially by the Galatasaray team. and led into their trophy room where they have all these trophies. Man, I saw this picture and I'm like, this is a room full of trophies. How did they do this? Because it looks very plenty. It's almost like they are the only club in the Turkish league winning all the trophies. But again, it just goes to show you how big of a club side Galatasaray is. They've had great players in the past, players from Africa and all over the world. So Victor Osimhen is going to have a good time there. Aside from that, he also shot one or two commercials for the Galatasaray side, and I think did a few videos for them where they portrayed a number of things to promote the football club. But right now he's done, so he's expected to join in with the guys in the Uyo camp. But drifting away from that one, let's talk about what obviously puts smiles in the faces of Nigerians. Yesterday we saw the 30-man Ballon d'Or lists, and turns out that Ademola Lookman is the only African to have made that Ballon d'Or list. This really made my day yesterday. I saw this news and I was very happy, because of course Ademola is one of us, and we know the whole story. We saw his accomplishments last season with the Atlanta side. We saw how Lookman almost single-handedly took Atlanta to the summit of their football in all of their history, by helping them win the UEFA Europa League, scoring 3 goals in the final, to defeat Boniface's Bayern Leverkusen. And it's not just about that. Also, in their league, we saw what he did. He scored double-digit goals and then created a number of great assists to help Atlanta qualify for Europe next season. It's just such a good one to see. Congratulations to the man. Of course, we wish him all the best, and let's see how it goes. We know that in the end, he might not end up winning it, but it's definitely a good recognition for him, and a motivation for him to keep pushing, for the future. And then aside from that, there's also one last update for this video, and it's a very sad one. We lost against Germany yesterday. That's the Nigerian Super Falconets. Chris Danjuma and his girls were beaten 3-1 by a very, very strong German side, who, for me, I think they are like the title favorite for this one. But again, I saw that game. Our girls played really well. Maybe they were not the better side in terms of converting their chances and in terms of gameplay, but I thought we had a chance. We had a shot. If we scored all our goals, we could have buried it. Even before the German side realized what they were doing. We had the first half, played a lot of good football, had a few chances, and we could not bury it. Our striker Okuchukwu, I think she missed a lot of chances, and also we had our wingers also missed chances. But in the end, it's still good positive to take away from the game, because we have 3 points from 2 games, and this effectively should place us in the second position. But another interesting thing is that best losers are also going to qualify. So even if we get a draw in last game, but I would prefer we win our last game against Venezuela, which is very, very possible, because Venezuela were actually trashed 5-2 by this German side. And so I fancy our chances of beating Venezuela. But say we even get a draw, I think it's still possible that we are going to qualify from this group, because there's still a chance for best loser. But that is the update for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts on any of the stories in this video. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, like the video as well, and stay tuned, more updates coming in later hour.